Good morning, everyone. It's your boy Ren here with East Coast Athletics, and we're on the final day of the Tokyo World Championship. Not exactly what I think everyone was expecting thus far, but some of it, some of it is. A few events left. Well, pretty much mainly the relays. We have the relays left, and that's pretty much it. The 800 meter finals, we didn't. Jamaica didn't have anybody in that race. The women, the men 5,000, we didn't have anyone in that. Uh, the 4x4 men is up next, followed by the woman, and then we're gonna have the 4x1 and 4x1. Again, I said it. I'm gonna give you guys the lineup before I jump into exactly what I want to talk about leading up to that. That 4x1. So the 4x4 lineup is United States in one. In lane one, you have Portugal in lane two. Jamaica is in lane three, and the Jamaica team consists of Kennedy, Powell, Dennis, and Rashid McDonald. All right, they made it through. Then you have the Netherlands, Botswana, Qatar, Belgium, South Africa, and Great Britain. So in total, that's 9 teams in that 4x4 finals, and I'm gonna say Botswana is a team to watch. They have 3 to 4 quality 400-meter flat 400-meter runners. So I think they'll definitely be in that top 3. Jamaica's gonna have to really dig deep to get in that top 3, which I think they can do. On the female side, France is in lane 2, Italy's in lane 3, Poland is in lane 4. Then you have US in 5, Jamaica's in 6. Jamaica got Oakley, Stacey Ann Williams, Knight, and Nikisha Price on their team. Norway is in 7, Belgium is in 8. Netherlands is in 9. I think for the female, Netherlands is gonna be a team to really watch because they have Femke Ball on that team, and pretty much she always delivers, and I'm almost certain she running anchor because I think the way they have it on here is gonna be the order. So that's a team to watch. On the 4x1 side, women, we have Canada in 2, 3. We have Great Britain in 4, US in 5, Jamaica in 6, Spain in 7, Germany in 8, France in 9, and they have not listed the name of the athletes. And I think, as I said 2 days ago, that it would it will be hard for them to name the athletes before they get to the check-in area. So, that's going to be hard. But now we're at the men 4x1, and there's no Jamaica in it. And the reason, there's going to be a lot of talks circulating why Jamaica is not in the 4x1, right? Kishane and Ford, I think it's Ford, they dropped the baton. And to be honest, it's a situation where you have to break the race down and see who is responsible for what. Because when it comes to the 4x1, it's a very technical race. And I made the statement, the key thing is getting the baton around the track. If you can't get the baton around the track, then that's when you get into trouble. You could have the four fastest people in the field, but if you can't get the baton around the track, then you're gonna have a problem. So I think Jamaica, they had the fastest team. I think they had the ability to win the 4x1 men, but they had a major blunder by dropping the baton between the third and the anchor leg, which is Kishane on the anchor and Ford on the third leg. I'm still trying to play the race back in my head, trying to figure out like what happened. I think typically with the 4x1, especially with the third leg and the anchor leg, the incoming runner is running with the baton in their right hand, right? The outgoing runner is receiving in their left hand, right? So with that being said, the incoming runner is supposed to be hugging the line, hugging the inner line, not running on it, but hugging it. The outgoing runner is going to be running closer to the outer line. So when he accelerate into the takeover zone to receive the baton, he's supposed to be hugging the outer line, which gives the incoming runner a little bit more space, just in case he's coming in a lot faster, or any form of mishaps occur with him, running up with the baton. So technically, he wouldn't run directly in the outgoing runner back. It'll give him a little room. However, if you guys are able to go back and watch the replay, you can see that he came up too much on the right. I would say probably he came up dead center of the lane, which is not ideal. That's one thing. So I'm gonna put that on the incoming runner. Now, I don't think they played it safe, in that they know how fast Kishane is, right? The marker that Kishane is using is probably too long. That marker seemed as if it needed to be like 4 steps shorter, because he does accelerate pretty fast, right? He accelerated pretty fast. So with that being said, I think he could have shortened the marker, even with the whole aggressive exchange that Jamaica is trying to do to maximize their, you know, their performance. I think he could have took a couple steps off that marker, right? And I don't think Kishane took off before the marker because I watched the replay. It looked to me like he took off exactly at the marker, and he took off real hard. Whether or not it was, you know, was the same as the, well, it couldn't be the same as the qualifying race that they ran to get to the world championship, to qualify for the world championship in a 4x1. I think it's a little different in that he took off harder this time if the marker is the same, right? um I think he should have shortened the marker by a couple steps, which would be better because he wouldn't have gotten that far, and Ford would have caught him a little bit quicker. Now, it's also Kishane's responsibility to keep his hand steady. He's responsible to keep his hand steady, giving Ford a clear and precise target, right? That's exactly what is needed. His hand needs to be visible, not bouncing around in one spot, right? Forbes, Ford is responsible to place that baton right in the center of that target, right? He's not allowed to let the baton go unless Kishane grasp it. So no feeling around for the baton, no, you know, hand bouncing around. A clear, steady target. That's what Kishane was supposed to provide. I don't think he did that. I think his hand was moving, right? His hand was moving a little bit too much, in my opinion. The Ford, on the other hand, he was not on the right part of the lane. He wasn't running on the left side of the lane. Therefore, he wasn't hugging the line, which kind of takes away from the whole situation a little bit. So he's pretty much right behind Kishane, trying to stretch to pass the baton to Kishane. That just didn't work out well, and I think that contributed to the whole aspect of them dropping the baton. But I mean, it happens. And for all the Jamaicans, I know y'all watched the race and y'all heard, even though you could hear every single thing that Ford said. So yeah, it's just one of those things. That's a big blunder. Uh, One that more than likely they're gonna get. Hopefully they get to redeem themselves um in the future. But it is what it is at this point in time. We just gotta focus on the events that we do have left. I know they're definitely disappointed with themselves because they were looking forward to getting a medal there, and that was definitely going to be a gold medal. I think the team was solid. They were going to sub in Forbes for Lavelle, and kept the same order, right? That's all. That's all it would be. It would just be Lavelle coming in on the third leg for Forbes, and that would be it. And I think you probably have a lot of people that are not even watching right now just because of that, because they're disappointed from you know from that blunder that they had in the men 4x1. But I mean, it's a part of the sport. I think you know we gotta learn to accept little things like that, and just move forward. Not exactly what we want, but it happens. Gotta just take it with a grain of salt and just learn from it and move forward. Yep. But these next three events are gonna be hot. I think it's gonna be the race is definitely for the 4x4 men for first and second is gonna be between um the US and Botswana. Botswana have some good guys. So does the US. They did sub in Roy Benjamin. So you got Norwood, Patterson Norwood, um, Benjamin, and McCray. So that's their best team right now. Um, I don't know. Botswana Botswana has a solid team, and they're using Tobago. They're using Tobago to run the second leg. So if they're using Tobago to run the second leg, right, and they have the other three guys that was in the 400-meter finals, it's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna be hard for US to beat them as long as Tobago is able to deliver anything close, to any one of the other 400-meter guys. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. They could still win, but I don't think it's gonna be easy. And it's raining, so this race is gonna be definitely be a test of character. But it's a part of the sport. My coach always say, whether it's raining or snowing, gotta get out there. A very interesting race. And another thing too, with the fact that it's raining, it's it's a lot of there's a lot of room for disaster here. So they got to make sure they hold the batons properly. Hopefully Jamaica can get on the podium in this one. And South Africa is also a good team. Botswana is running good so far. Okay. South Africa is looking good. Okay. Tobago is pushing hard. Tobago is right there. Oh. Oh, Van Niekerk runs are crazy. South Africa just ran a crazy 4 by a third leg. Roy Benjamin is gonna have to run the best race of his life because this guy from the 400 meter finals is not no joker. He's gonna have to run. Botswana beats him. Told you, Botswana. That dude is not no joker. Yep, yep. Botswana delivered. That Botswanan athlete was too relaxed in the back straightaway. You could tell he was saving it for that kick down the straightaway. And even South Africa ran well, like extremely well. He came up and he pushed the Botswana athlete real hard. That finish was crazy. It was a crazy finish. I wonder what the splits are. That's I don't think that's fair. They gave the second place, the silver medal, to the US. I don't think they're supposed to get that silver medal because South Africa is coming from behind them, right? So they're trying to say the times are like slightly different when you count down like the thousands of a second or whatever. But I don't think that's the case. I think Botswana won, South Africa is second, and US is third. But I mean, I guess we could think about it however we want to, but results are just going to be the results. But Botswana did, did deliver. I want to see the splits for Botswana. Like, what time did they really run? Yeah, I really want to see those splits because those splits are definitely fast. Have to be fast because Tobago ran a really good second leg, and their team was. I'm gonna say their team was arranged in the right order. That's the best way to arrange a team, and I think also the South African team was also arranged properly too because Van Niekerk ran a really good third leg to kind of put them back, in the race. The women 4x4 is gonna be interesting because let me see where they put. I gotta see where they put McLaughlin. If they put McLaughlin anchor, because if they put McLaughlin anchor, then mm, they still didn't show the splits. I was trying to look at the splits, but for the women, it's gonna be this one is gonna be really good to watch because you're gonna have Fem Cabal. Fem Cabal is gonna be anchoring for her team for Netherlands, and you're also gonna have Sydney McLaughlin Lerone anchoring for US. I think US learned their lesson from having somebody as anchor and then getting run down or run past by Fem Cabal. So they trying to switch things around now and put Sydney McLaughlin on the anchor leg. So, I mean, let's see if it works. Let's see if they're able to keep it together, keep it close, and give McLaughlin the baton in a good position where she could either beat Fem Cabal or maintain her lead. But if Fem Cabal team is able to get any lead, she's gonna have to work really hard. Yeah, if Netherlands give a really good lead to Fem Cabal, it's gonna be hard for McLaughlin to close it. So, you know, that's pretty much what it is. What do you guys think about the woman 4x4? Do you think is going to win? Is it going to be Netherlands or is it going to be the US? Yep. So Netherlands is in lane 9. Belgium is in lane 8. Norway is in lane 7. Jamaica is in lane 6. And hopefully Jamaica could get on the podium. Jamaica should be able to get on the podium in this race. Definitely should be able to get on the podium in this race. Okay, here we go. Let's go Jamaica. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, Jamaica is going good. Okay, Jamaica. Okay. Jamaica is in the mix. Jamaica is definitely in the mix. Let's go, Jamaica. Stay in the mix. Stay in the mix. Jamaica, hold your spot. Hold your spot or move up. Okay. Okay, Jamaica is doing real good. Real good, real good, real good, real good. Let's go, Nikisha. Let's go, Nikisha. This looks like a silver in the bag for Jamaica. Let's go. She not gonna catch Jamaica either. She not catching Nikisha Price. Not gonna catch Nikisha either. Not catching Nikisha. Okay. That was a really good run by Jamaica. So, in the lights of Jamaica not being in the 4x1, Ghana is in the final. They have a good team. I think they would have still been in the final one way or another. They got Amoa on their team. Think he's going to be running the third leg based on what I'm seeing here. So hopefully they could get on the podium. Not going to be easy because you got a bunch of teams running 37s. There's a lot of 37.8s in here. I only see 137.6, and that's from the US. I see 37.7 from Ghana. Yeah, we're gonna have to see how that plays out. But if they keep that, they could definitely be in the top 3. So yeah, I'm definitely rooting for them to do that. So Out of Bolden is just being extra, as always. So we're gonna have I think we're gonna have a 1500-meter run, which is for the decathlon, and then we're gonna move right into the 4x1. So that's one more medal on Jamaica medal tally. Um, I think we're gonna be in the medals for the females. They got Shelly Ann coming out of the blocks, Tia Clayton. No, yeah, Tia Clayton second. Tina Clayton is gonna run the third leg, and the ankle leg is gonna be ran by Smith. Janelle Smith. Yep. So let's see what happens. I think a lot of people were excited about the men 4x1 going to Jamaica, but they all got disappointed because they didn't. Jamaica is not in the finals anymore because of that disappointment in the heats. So, but as I said, it's a part of the sport. It happens. We just gotta adjust and learn from it. It's a part of the sport. I think last year US dropped the baton, if I'm not mistaken. So, it happens. It's a part of the sport. Let's see. Let's check out the US 4x1 team for women. Let's see how they have that set up. So US is trying to do things a little different. They're trying to win from the start. So they have Jefferson leading off, Terry running second leg, Kayla White running the third, and Shakari Richardson running the anchor. I think Jamaica should I was thinking Jamaica should have split the Clayton twins and put one of them anchor and the next one second. But they probably run better together, and that chemistry is solid because they've been running together since high school. So I think Jamaica didn't want to break that chemistry up, and then with Shelly Ann leading off, it should be good. And hopefully Smith is able to hold off Shakari Richardson. Great Britain is also gonna be in the mix because they have Asher Smith, who is also a good starter. They got Hunt, which is a 200-meter silver medalist, running the second leg. Henry third, and Nita running the anchor. So they have a solid team as well. So I think that the top three is gonna come from the middle lanes, 4, 5, and 6. I mean, you can't really count on anybody that's in the field right now, but based on the lineup, I think that's where the top three is going to come from. Lane 4, 5, and 6. Granted, they're able to get the baton around smoothly, which is always the key thing when it comes to a relay. You know, I think they'll be fine. Right now, we have the decathlon 1500 meter on the track. I think that's their final event. Seven. They're definitely on time. Definitely on time. Okay. Okay, y'all need to start this 4x1 already. I need to see this. 4180, US ran 4160, Great Britain ran 4169. Well, I'm gonna check if they kept the same start list. 400 meter heats. Okay, so for Jamaica, they ran Jody Ann Williams instead of Shelly Ann. So it's technically the same team. The difference is Shelly Ann running the starting leg over Williams in the finals. For the U.S., for the U.S., they subbing in. They subbing in Sears. Okay, get to this 4x1. So, what are you guys' prediction for this 4x1 female? What is the prediction for the 4x1 female? What are you guys thinking? What's your prediction for the men and women 4x100 meter final? Okay. What is your prediction? I think for this race, okay. I definitely think Jamaica could pull this one off. It's not going to be easy, but subbing in Shelly Ann, it should be possible. But at the same time, the U.S. team subbed in Jefferson, so they're gonna have that little edge because she's also hungry to get that triple goal. So there's a great possibility that they will win, but Jamaica can pull a surprise. You never know what the Clayton twins be able to do between both of them, right? As long as Fraser Price is able to, give them a better start, they should be able to, keep it rolling. But Jefferson is also starting, so that's also the same strategy. So it's really up to the Clayton twins and the ankle leg to just try to execute the best race that they possibly can. So 47-8 split for Sydney McLaughlin. I mean, I wasn't expecting a crazy split like Atta Bolden was talking about, saying that she might go 46. I think he just exaggerates everything when it comes to the United States track team. So it's you know I think his predictions are in most cases are unrealistic. I don't think anything that he says about Team USA, whether men or women, is you could just take it with a grain of salt. It's not set in stone. It's nothing to you know get too excited about unless it's just the obvious. For example, like knowing that Cindy McLaughlin is going to run a great leg. Yeah, we know that, right? But as to think that she's going to split 46 low or anything like that is just, I think he's just reaching. He likes to do that a lot. That's his thing. He likes to do that, hoping that he's right, but in most cases he's not. So, that's cool. I think everyone know that's how he is by now. But I think they're about to start the woman 4x1. So we'll see what the results of this race is. We got one medal for the day so far. Hold on. Yes, we got one medal for the day so far. Hopefully, we could get another one. If we could get another one, regardless of whether it's a gold, bronze, or silver, that'll be good. It'll add to the medal tally. because medal wise, we got Jamaica has 1 gold, 5 silver, 3 bronze, totaling 9. If we get a goal right now, that will definitely push us pretty much all the way to number 4 on the medal tally if we're able to get a goal now. And I'm trying to figure out, why did they change the order of events and put the 4x1 as the last event? That's always a 4x4. Like, I'm trying to figure out what made them change it. Because I don't think they had a legit reason to change it, because a 4x4 is always the last event. I don't know why they did that. That to me is just crazy. So no allows is anchoring the men. See, the Jamaicans are smart. I don't know if you noticed the twins sticking their hand under their either under their bib or vest or whatever. Well, the US is doing it too, it seems, to keep their hands dry, because that's holding on to the baton is crucial. Real crucial. Courtney Lindsay, Kenny Benerick, Christian Coleman. Yes, they do. Let's go, Jamaica. Let's go. Get that baton around. Get that baton around the track. Let's go, Shelly. Ooh. Good baton pass. Let's go, Jamaica. Let's go. Let's go, Jamaica. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, come on. Jamaica had that. Oh, they got lucky. US got so lucky. So lucky. So lucky. Smith was closing like a train. So see, the whole thing about getting the baton around the track is so crucial. I think with the twin on the back straightaway, the baton was slipping. She had to adjust it and hold it properly. So that kind of took a little bit away from her. Shelly Ann did a splendid job with that start. Jefferson did not make up any stagger on Shelly Ann. That was a splendid run from Shelly Ann. Superb. Right? She ran a real good starting leg, real good. But I think you got lucky. Sha'Carri got lucky because if the baton pass between third and ankle leg was smoother, Jamaica would have beat them. Jamaica would have definitely beat them. Good race though, good race. Okay, so I'm gonna for the men 4x1. I'm honestly not even going with. I'm not going with with the U.S. even though they might be the favorite team in this final. I'm gonna go with. You got two teams in there that to me we need to shine some light on, and that is Ghana and Canada. Ghana and Canada are my top picks. I mean, it's a final, so it's kind of like it's every it's free game. Anybody can take it, but those are the two that I'm going with. So I guess the top three. The top three is gonna come from 5, 6, and 7. 25, yeah, 5, 6, and 7. Um, yep, I think the winners are gonna come from 5, 6, and 7. Amoa running third leg for Ghana. Also, let's see what they do. Then Canada have Aaron Brown, Jerome Blake, Rodney on the third leg, and DeGrasse on anchor. That's a solid team, real solid team. And US better make sure that they get the baton around safely, because if they don't, they're gonna be in trouble. They're gonna be in trouble. Okay, we got a couple minutes, 6 minutes to go before the start of the. Kenny's running the back straightaway. That's kind of odd. I mean, I'd have put Lindsey on the back straightaway. I don't think the U.S. set their team properly because Coleman is in the right spot. Benaric should be on the third leg, and Noah Lyles should be anchoring. Um, Lindsey should be running the second leg. So they need to swap Lindsey and Benaric around. Because I think Benaric is more effective on the turn compared to that back straightaway. So Jamaica got 2 silvers today. Good job, ladies. Good job. So I guess we waiting for that final event. Three minutes. I'm gonna be introducing them in a minute. Coleman out the blocks. This is a race that Jamaica couldn't have lost if they didn't mess up in the heats. So Netherlands 8, Germany 9, Netherlands 8, US is in 7, Ghana is in 6, which is a good spot for them, right behind the US. Canada is in 5. Japan is in 4. Australia is in 3. France is in 2. Yep, Canada is a team to watch for sure. Watch Canada. Here we go. Yeah, y'all gonna come for Jamaica. Y'all weak. I'm gonna say Canada if they pass smooth, Ghana second, US third. US could win, but I don't think they're gonna be as smooth with the baton. So it all depends on the baton. If they're able to pass it smoothly, then yeah. But if not, Canada and Ghana, they just need to get it smooth. Let's go Ghana. Let's go Canada. Not a bad run. Good run. Canada messed up the first change. Canada messed up the first change. Yeah, that first change. That second pass for Canada was not good. Okay. So that is the last event of the track segment. I think they're still gonna have other events going on like discus and high jump, but track wise, that's gonna be it. US won the 4x1 men, won the 4x1 woman, and the 4x4 woman as well. They lost the 4x4 men to Botswana. Um, that that the men 4x1, Jamaica was in it. I don't think US would have won. I think that Jamaica would have definitely took that, but I mean they didn't make it to the final, so we just gotta talk about who is or who was in the finals, and they delivered. They were able to get the baton around safely and effectively, so the goal go to them. Medal tally in terms of medal count. Jamaica has 10 medals. 10 medals. Kenya has 11. US has 26. So that's not bad. That's really good for I mean, Jamaica has really good quality athletes, but for such a small country, we definitely show up and show out every time we step out there on the track. So yeah, was a good championship. Could be better, but yeah, it was a good championship. I enjoyed it. I don't know if you guys did. Well, hopefully you guys did. But yeah, I appreciate you guys joining me the past couple of days. Sharing y'all comments and everything. I know some people are still a little salty about that 4x1, but it's a part of the sport. It happens. Because I know the Jamaicans, they take track and field real serious, so that I understand. But as I said, it's a part of the sport. I think next year we don't have a major championship. I think next year is one of the years that gets skipped. For the Jamaicans, they might have Commonwealth or something like that, and then 27 they'll have World Championship again, and then 28 is Olympics, and I think that would be in the US in LA. So should be, next season could be a decent season where we see some good times being run on the circuit, but no major championship per se. And it also give the athletes some time to rest too. So I mean, that's something to I guess the athletes have to look forward to. And then they'll come back strong for 27 and 28 back to back. So yeah, hopefully I can make it to the Olympics. That will be here in the US in LA. See how that goes. But yeah, I'll be here, still be posting as it relates to other track and field stuff, track and field related news. I'll also be I have like a few reviews and stuff of track and field products that I have in the pipeline. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my videos, because those definitely will be videos. It won't be a live stream. Will be like a review video. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this championship. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Again, thanks for those who tuned in. You know, so I'm gonna wrap up here. Your boy Ryan here with East Coast Athletics. I'm gonna be signing out. Peace.